You know, people always say do what you love, you never work a day in your life, and like, you know, very few people have the opportunity to do stuff, especially something in a performance-based industry, and be in it as long as we have.
That's what I love about it, is the creativity and the quote Adam, the pursuit of perfection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is actually really cool. This is our main shop, the Drift HQ shop, where we build all of our cars from start to finish. We have very humble beginnings, like we got just a basic plasma cutter, TIG welder, cheap brake, a cheap bender.
And a hand crank bead roller.
And a hand crank bead roller. And that's how we started this shop. Pro drift cars from FD level to your Pro-Am level to even just fun street cars. We do everything for content based. We don't actually work with customers. Everything that we sell at Drift HQ, we also install into the car, product test, let our drivers beat the crap out of everything.
Because we know one thing, our drivers can break something that no one else can break. So anything needs to be torture tested, we got the guys for that, for sure.
Yeah, and it's perfect job security, because they always break them, we always build them.
I've been getting a little better at welding and stuff here and there. I can run the bead roller and stuff like that, you know, like basic things like that. But I've always been on the mechanical aspect of things and not so much the, you know, fabrication aspect of things.
I went and got a job at an aluminum ornamental company where you have to fabricate, make all these things. They give you a stack of blueprints and best of luck, figure it out. So that's where I learned everything. The shop foreman there showed me how to use all of the tools and everything. So that's where I really got into it. And from there, it just, I couldn't stop. Our shop is on a bigger compound. We are on the LZ MFG compound, so there's a lot of different buildings. So that's just one of our shops. All right, so this is our car storage. Most of these cars are either Colette's, Duarte's, or Adams, and then one of our buddies, Drew, rents a couple of lifts, which all of these ones are his.
All the nice factory cars are true.
Yeah. The next one we're going to take you in is our newest shop that we're very excited about. It's our Baileigh shop. So this is our new Baileigh shop. Before it was a employee storage shop. So now we have our Baileigh shop where we're able to do our R&D. So all the stuff that we do for the cars over there, we're now able to do it in a more professional setting and have the parts ready to get manufactured. After we're done making them and doing all of our templates and stuff, we're gonna come over here and start cutting them out. The precision that I can get out of the tool for me is everything. And that was actually able to provide that.
We had a block-off section we had to do for the trunk, and previously, like, this was like essentially a trapezoid shape. So if you're trying to freehand a trapezoid shape, it's kind of difficult. They already had pre-programmed files in there for us to be able to change things around, and we just changed the parameters of it. We cut it, dropped it in, and it fit perfect. Even on our first instance of doing something with not even being familiar with the equipment, it saved us a lot of time.
This is a 4x8. It's actually bigger than that, but they say it's for a 4x8 sheet. It comes with all of the software that you need straight from Baileigh. It comes with the licensing for the software. So you can play around on your computer, design your parts, and then bring it over with a little thumb drive, plug it in there. Baileigh lays all of that out for you, so someone as dumb as me can actually come in here and cut out shapes and make things.
We're still on the learning curve of it. We definitely did like the basic training and everything like that, and we got a few little things cut, but we're starting to figure it out, and as soon as we get this thing dialed in for what we need it for, it's going to save us so much time. Other great thing about this is it runs off just like a standard 220. You don't need three-phase and all that other stuff, so you can run that in like your regular house. You don't have to, you know, get some crazy electrician and a three-phase motor and all that stuff set up to be able to run this in any business or house.
We also got the bandsaw, and this mitering bandsaw actually turns, which is the biggest selling feature for me, was you get to actually turn the saw itself. Yeah. So most of your bandsaws, you have to loosen up some bolts and then get it just to the right thing and then try it and tighten it down and make sure you're at a 45, and then by the time you tighten this thing down, it tweaks it a little more, and you can never get the precise right cut every time. This one actually gives you exact cut every single time. It's on a lever. You can set your descent if you want to. It's got multiple cooling options on it. So it cools the front of the blade, it cools the back of the blade. and you can set all of your own speeds as opposed to other ones where you have to just hit start and hope for the best. This one actually has all of your settings here, emergency cutoff as well.
And again, if you're in a shop that has like more of a constricted space, it's great because the head of this pivots, as opposed to like say you have a 10-foot piece of pipe, now you're trying to pivot the 10 feet of pipe to rotate around the machine to get your 45 cut. Now you can keep the pipe all in one straight axis while you're just pivoting the actual head of the bandsaw blade.
Baileigh helped us out and hooked us up with this magnetic brake. This thing is next level. It has all of your stuff that you need for it. If you need to bend boxes, it has the brakes in here so you can actually fold up stuff and make a box with it. It's as simple as this. You hit the button, it clamps down, and then you have a little degree finder here, and it'll tell you where you want to go. So if I want to go to 90, I go right up to 90. And you can also set a brake on there so it'll only go there. So if you're setting specific bends and you're doing like manufacturing stuff, like making a box, you can have that set, do a bunch of them, repetitious, and then go switch your angle, set it, and then keep going. So everything is perfectly bent the same every time. Our next big one was our floor press. So if you saw the one in our other shop, it was not, I don't even know how many tons it was, but I know how many we've used in it.
You can use it as like a press brake as well, to bend thicker metal than we could handle with the magnetic brake. Also, doing wheel bearings or knocking out bushings and things like that. It's definitely a huge time saver. And it has a much taller stack height than our old press as well, so we can fit larger stuff in it.
Yeah. Apparently Baileigh turned a mill into a drill press because this thing is off the wall. It is crazy. And it's really hard to move, so I know it won't tip over on me like the one in the other shop. So yeah, we got a new drill press and we were able to bolt everything down and set them to the floor and get everything in the shop how we wanted it. So we're very grateful for Baileigh. What's my dream tool? The Baileigh catalog. Because everything they make is sick. Wait till you see the stuff that we build with that. If you like the stuff that we're building now, wait till you see what's coming out next.
And this is the shipping and distribution area. Every car nerd's wet dream right here.
Yeah, all the parts that we put on the cars that we build for our YouTube channel, we have in stock available. So when people see it, they're like, oh damn, that's the one that I want. That's the power range. They know what to get. And we even have like build sheets of what we put into our cars. They can get with the salesman, like, oh yeah, he used this, 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 and this. I'll put it together for you. We send them out an invoice and then mail it to them, ship everything.
This is the bittersweet part of working here, because like we're working on cars or something like that. We can walk over here, grab whatever we need to, just add it to the invoice and put it on the car. Bad side of it is when you work here and you have your own car, it's really easy to come over here and spend more money than you should.
Put it on your own invoice.
Yeah, put it on your own invoice, and now your paychecks are just going to pay off your car.
Ramen noodles for next month it is.
Yeah. Everything from turbos, exhaust manifolds, suspension components, exhaust systems, hoses,
heat management,
tubing,
full body kits.
There's a lot of companies like FDF and HGK that we are the U.S. distributors for. So if you're buying it from anywhere in the United States, you're buying it from us.
All right, so this is almost your last step of the compound. Welcome to our shop. This is my personal garage, you can call it, where we work on all the race cars, the street cars, and pretty much everything that gets built on my side gets built here. This is a project getting a secret engine. This is a full carbon Kevlar BMW M2. So a lot of fab going on. Andy's in here from St. Louis, whipping up some cool little fabricated pieces for it. I'm gonna actually be doing some bead rolling on it later today. It's like one of my favorite things to do. We kind of shifted towards only really storing the race cars in here. You saw some of the street cars in the other building. This is the old FD car. This is the new FD car. Both of them make almost 1,000 horsepower, 2JZ, dog box. Over here, we've got some other little random stuff, everything from an old Datsun, a Legends car. This was my first drift car. And then these are two of the, I should say, most used and abused cars at the compound. We'll have to get you guys' full team out here, give everyone rides. This thing will put 5 people deep in and have some fun. So this is original yellow Spec R S15, getting a cool SR engine. It's some really cool fabrication went down on this. One of our buddies from Canada came and did some beautiful titanium work. I don't know if you'll be able to see it without me putting the car down, but it's a pretty neat car. You know, we moved into this place and it was already outfitted almost exactly as you see it. We put the lifts in, lights, painted the walls, and it's worked amazing as a shop for us. Yeah, so this car is pretty much the main focus, just resetting it, doing maintenance between rounds. Other than that, like little streetcar builds here and there. This one, and then this is kind of the next big build that we're working on.
So one of our last spots we want to stop at is Colette Davis's shop. She is huge neon girl, huge rotary girl, and she just had us build this car for her recently. It's still getting done, but by the time this video comes out, she's gonna be drifting.
You've now been introduced to the coolest car in the compound. So here it is. No, Chris and Cricket did an amazing job. We did the bulk of this at Drift HQ, and probably within like a concentrated 2-month time span, 2-3 months. So I'm super happy. This car is actually based off my first ever drift car. Which has been turned into a Hot Wheels. So with the launch of the Hot Wheels, we wanted to not just immortalize the car, but like freeze it in time in the best version of itself. So we knew we wanted to do ground up, brand new build. I've never had even a chassis stripped and powder coated before. Never done that. I've never done all titanium everything, which that was really cool. Sounds amazing. We actually got this version quieted down with 2 resonators and a muffler from Vibrant. When we first started up, it was amazing. And yeah, it's really freaking cool to see this car in this state. I haven't drifted it yet. That might be happening today, so I'm pumped. And this is kind of where it all started for me. This was a second version of my first ever drift car that started this entire journey. So I'm pumped.
Baileigh has been one of the only company, I think is the only company that actually is bringing back up fabrication. It's a dying art form. The fact that Baileigh is reviving all of these machines and teaching people how to do it. They also offer classes you can take that you can go to and learn how to actually use it from a professional who's been doing it for tons of years and can teach you the proper way how to do it. So if you want to get interested in doing something like this, build hot rods, build race cars, build anything, check it out. I mean, it's awesome. If you're creative and you can't find an avenue for it, if you got a garage and you can go buy some scrap metal, get some tools, and just start making stuff.
Show people that it's still okay to build cool stuff with your hands. Not everybody has to be, you know, a doctor or like, you know, a lawyer or something like that. Like, have fun, enjoy your job.